Probably, gee, I don't know. I hadn't stopped to think about that. I mean, their spinners bowled particularly well, didn't they? Obviously, they summed it up, summed it up very quickly by getting, spin involved in the fourth over, and they bowled particularly well. So it was probably a really good combined bowling effort by their whole team. And even at the end, the quicker bowlers, Brett and Balaji, closed it out very well too. They didn't sort of give any length balls to get under. They used their short ball well. So I think their whole combined bowling effort was what stifled us, and they got the breakthrough wickets. And then we gifted 3 run-outs, well, too early on, that really hurt us. So that's not something that you can do on difficult batting pitches.
Quite a few months to go for your team, so is it too demoralising, this one?
Oh no, it's a game of cricket that we lost, and there's a long way to go, and I didn't think that you should get too demoralised about any game that you play. So we'll just look at what we can do better, and we've got to pick up again. The good thing is we've got a chance straight away in 2 days to start again and try and get it right. So we've had a long week, sitting around, a bit of a rest, but we'd prefer to be playing. So we just got to hop back into it now. But no, nothing too demoralising. There's no use getting too down about it.
Yes. Anybody? Yeah. The pitch here we saw, is not great for batting, and we saw similar one in Kochi also. So is it good for a T20 tournament to have pitches like this?
Look, I'm not for a moment would I blame the wicket for our loss. No, that's not a blame at all. It's the same for both teams, and it was a difficult batting wicket. But it looked like the wicket down in Kochi today looked really difficult because the ball wasn't consistent at all in the height of bounce. Whereas here, it did bounce. It spun and was dry, but it had consistent bounce. So I wouldn't say that's a bad cricket wicket. It was just a challenging one for batsmen. And occasionally that they're often quite interesting games when batting scores are lower. But unfortunately, we're a little bit too low today.
Chris, do you think your team is more dependent on the top order, and that proves to be the downfall?
Up to this point, in the games where we've played well, it's been the top sort of 3, I suppose, that have got the runs. But Dinesh Karthik played very well today, so that's great that he's had an opportunity to get some time in the middle and play. Obviously, Abhishek's had a couple of run-outs, and he's probably a little bit frustrated. But I'm sure, again, we've still got a long way to go in this tournament, and I'm sure those opportunities will come up for that middle order to click and try and build bigger totals.
Last couple of questions. Giri, having seen KKR in the previous editions, how do you rate this team?
Oh, it's a totally different team, isn't it? Really, it's difficult. I don't think there's much use in comparing teams of this squads of this tournament compared to the previous 3 years, other than Chennai and maybe Mumbai. Really, they're the 2 teams that have kept their players. So. But it's a totally different outfit, and they're obviously feeling good about themselves. They look like they're being very well led. Got a fine leader there in Gambhir, and he's obviously working well with Dav. And they're got some, like most franchises, got some class players.